Good morning. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And I hope you all are well this morning. It is actually storming outside. Just all of a sudden, it just starts out of nowhere, just coming down. I have my morning coffee, my beautiful coffee cup that I got from a friend. If you like one, let me know. I can send you the link where you can order one. It's a chakra coffee cup. And I'm specifically using this today because we are on the subject of chakras this week. That's going to be the theme for this week as we delve out and pull out our encouragement each day. We're going to be taking a look at the chakras and pulling from that energy. I hope you all are well today. If this is your first time stopping by, make sure that you take a look at the channel and all that we are involved in here on the channel. Like, share, comment. If you feel led, if you would consider subscribing. If you do, make sure that you hit the bell so that you'll be notified when I post new content. Or go live. I go live sometimes as well, where I sometimes offer on-the-spot readings. Sometimes I pull cards for your current energy. Today is a very, intuitive day. It's a day where there's a lot of being tapped into the energy and possibly even being very accurate around that as well. There could be lots of accuracies around what we're feeling or what we're hearing, what we're seeing. And so today's a good day to pay attention. There could be lots that we could be learning and receiving right now in this current energy. So let's take a look here. What is the current encouragement for the day, Spirit? We're taking a look through the eyes of the chakra energy centers. And so let's take a look. That will be our theme for the week again. All right, we have stability coming out, fertility as well, and forgiveness. Stability, fertility, and forgiveness. Those may be tied together. They don't have to be. So first coming out, we have mountain pose with stability. And this is all about aligning with stability, grounding in the earth, and receiving that support. And then also, as we ground, I was getting that message last night very clearly to get grounded. Spirit kept telling me as I was laying down to rest, grounding, get grounded, get grounded. So that may be a common theme that we see throughout this week or even throughout this day, to get grounded. That is where our support is going to come from. Also, our higher vision will open up there as well as we get grounded. We also have fertility with Aphrodite. Again, talking about ground, but in a different way. This being connected to the sacral chakra is talking about becoming a one, attuned and aligned, plugged into the fertile ground within you. As you could tell, she has the actual lotus flower within her sacral chakra. And then we have the two fish on the bottom, right? But this card is talking about fertility. It's talking about growth and being able to create, being in that creative energy, and being able to produce and bring forth. It could also talk about being balanced as well, because I can't help but notice the fish yin and yang energies here. And so there's some energy around the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and then the heart chakra as well with Guadalupe, with forgiveness. Forgive yourself and others and awaken to a deeper opening within the heart. And so this is all about getting grounded, being open, and also standing there, free, liberated, not being held back by anything, especially not, things like holding on to grudges or unforgiveness within ourselves or towards anything outside of ourselves. This is really a moment to be tapped into the heart space, right? It's all about grounding, being open, and connected with ourselves and releasing. I did a message yesterday about releasing. The chakras was, as we tapped in, it was actually revealing that there were some things that needed to be released in order for us to be positioned with where it is that we're supposed to be right now, or where it is that we're going, so that we can get there. And so that was a beautiful message. It was kind of long. It was a special message, but one that's worthy of listening to. So if you have not, go back over to today's or yesterday's encouragement and take a look at that. But it's a little bit of that energy as well, being able to let go and release ourselves from anything that could be causing blocks within the heart chakra. Okay, this is talking about the heart chakra and releasing forgiveness, even releasing towards ourselves. If there's anything that we have yet to forgive within ourselves, it's understanding that, we are on a journey towards perfection, but in reality, we're always a work in progress. We never actually reach perfection. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to. We are actually perfect, per se, through the eyes of our Creator, the one who created us. We are made perfect in Him, in all of our imperfections, right? Because life is not about being perfect or making it. Life is really about the journey. It's about learning and the experience of coming into the knowledge, right? And so it's more about the process than being, is what Spirit is saying. There's something that needs to be released, and it's okay, right? We don't have to beat ourselves up for not reaching some level of flawlessness or some level of not having to ask for forgiveness from others or falling short. That was never the intention. And there's lots of beautiful lessons, I believe, are being learned around being able to understand and forgive ourselves and release ourselves from anything that might cause us to feel like we have to be perfect, or we should have done that right, or we should have gotten it right the first time. That's just not true. And so if that is the story that we're telling ourselves, Spirit is saying today to release that. That's not true. That too has been a part of your journey, okay? And so let's get some energies around our themes today: stability, fertility, and forgiveness. Give us more energy. Give us more information here, Spirit. Please and thank you. And I'm still working with a newer deck, so I am delighted to actually find out a little bit more by referring to the book, just to see what is meant. To see what is meant here. Let's see. So first of all, we have the Seven of Swords coming out. And it almost feels like there could have been some type of situation or act that actually brought up some emotions or some feelings of being possibly deceived or tricked or treated unfairly in some type of way. As we take a look at the Seven of Swords, first of all, swords is mental energy, right? And it's all about how we're processing things or how we're seeing things. And for some reason, there's something in the past that left you feeling a little bit deceived, it feels like. There could have been someone who took something from you or wasn't quite fully honest with you in some type of way, possibly did something behind your back that you found out about, and it left you feeling like, okay, that was not actually the right thing to do. This could also be you waiting on something to take place. It could be that justice to be delivered in that situation, and just kind of being a little bit on edge about it because you feel like this is something that should take place or should have already taken place. So there could be lessons around impatience of something being brought into balance in the past that was set out of balance. Again, their energy of forgiveness did come up here. And this is talking about not wanting possibly to recognize the current situation as the end all be all, not wanting to accept that, as something that you want. And being in the energy of really trying to separate yourself from whatever this energy is that you're feeling right now. And not wanting to go through this process, right? This could be a very revealing situation that's revealing some dark pattern, some dark aspect of your existence right now. And it's not really wanting to deal with it, wanting to hurry up and rush past this. But there could be lessons here that is being taught in the present about needing to take a look at something from a different perspective, or needing to take a look at your way of dealing with this, or needing to even take a look at your fear around going through this, and possibly even allowing that fear to set you off balance. Because we see two swords that are stuck in the ground, the other five she's holding. There's some level of imbalance here, and that could have been set off by the fear. And that could also have you in your head thinking, all kinds of crazy things. But in essence, it means that there's a disconnection from spirit. And spirit could be asking you, are you ready to break free from that? Are you ready to reconnect? Right? Spirit is not asking you to settle for less. There's two sets of swords here. One is being taken. The others are left behind. The two being stuck in the ground, they're actually being left behind. And it's the idea of not leaving anything behind. When we have this path set out before us, everything on that path serves some type of purpose. And if for some reason we miss one of those lessons and one of those processes, it's something that ends up stopping us along the path because we need to go back and learn that, or we need to process that experience, right? And this is like that kind of issue or that kind of challenge here. It's not leaving any part of this behind. Even though this is not where you want to be right now, this is necessary to be adaptable, to not be afraid of this, to not, deceive yourself or try to sneak away from the lessons that are being taught in this. And so this is really a time to really step into our connection with spirit, to really get back balanced and release the worries and just kind of accept this moment and receive everything that's coming. You may not see the result, but this is a time to refocus and realign yourself with the highest good, okay? The moon is definitely shining, which means there's an element of the unknowing peering here, and that may be bringing in some bit of fear or anxiety, right? And then the next card, in the present, and this could have been something that was happened in the past, right? In the present, there's the opportunity of the Two of Wands, which is almost really the opposite, right? And so there was a past energy that that caused this, but in the present, there's a current energy that's offering this, the sun, those things being uncovered. There may be a level of clarity that you are in now, now that you've been able to process whatever that was. For those of you that have already processed that, you may see things very clearly. Unlike in the past, you may not have at the time. Well, right now, and if you have not stepped into this present moment, this is what's available right now, the clarity that you need. And the Two of Wands is this energy of being able to create what it is that you need right now. The Two of Wands is an energy of movement. And as you see, there's a lot of magical energy in this picture. The sun is out, right? You see all the magic down there on the bottom of her dress. Her hand is out. The lights are almost like, well, they are. They look like lights, but they're actually wands, and they're lit up. They look very magical. And this is the energy of the sacral chakra, which we were looking at from the oracle card, which was about creativity, about fertility, and Aphrodite, being in that very creative energy. You see the similarities between these two cards? Very beautiful energy. See the similarities? And it's talking about tapping into the fertile ground within you. It's in you. In this card, she's holding a light, summoning, powers and energies like angels, to actually carry her intention out to the universe. There's this energy of manifesting happening here. And it's being fueled by the emotional energy that she's holding and translating. She's transmuting that into the physical, into form. And it's almost the energy of knowing what's within us and being able to summon that and demand that into being, just period, without even trying. It's something that just lies within us. It's almost like speaking something and not even realizing you're speaking something, and it just pops up and it's like, oh yeah. Okay, I forgot. Let me be a little bit more intentional about what I'm speaking. But in the current moment, in the current energy right now, this could be like the energy that's available to you, and understanding the potency of what it is that you have, so it's not being dispersed unintentionally and undirected, and we're not being distracted from our intention that actually could be very beneficial for us right now. So if there are any distractions, It's being a little bit focused right now, bringing it, honing it back in, becoming attuned with what's fertile within us so that we can use it wisely and discriminately. Because for someone here, there's this unspoken connection that you have with the Creator, with the universe, with the powers that be, that we must actually be responsible for our energy. And here is quite a powerful energy that you are dispersing right now. And this is something that is held through emotional maturity, okay? And so there's something that is possible in this moment. Could have been linked to the past. That could have been an experience that was needed for particular reasons. But right now, you're on fertile ground, and that ground is you. So now's the time to really get grounded and understand your authority. Calm any restlessness. And actually, there's actually something that you are created to do. And that may be even to lead the way in some type of way. I do feel like this level of wanting to expand something, or spirit wanting to expand something through you, or you having some type of special mission, right now. And the power is very strong right now for that. Very demanding. And so there is a need to be grounded and to be stable and align yourself with the earth so that you can attune to what's within you and where that needs to be focused, right? Now, coming up in the future, we have the Knight of Wands and the Judgment. So there's some level of movement and clarity. I feel like this is pointing to some movement and clarity. So the Knights usually talk about fire energy, even though it's portrayed as a wand in water energy, or it looks like water. Interestingly, it's in the color of the throat chakra. But let's see. So the Knight of Wands is mixed messages, right? Like I just said, there's water. It almost gives water energy, but it's throat chakra energy, emotional. There's lots of things going on here. Then we have a wand in there as well, which is fire energy. Knight is fire energy. So this could be, it's giving mixed messages, confusion, but this is the energy of being, it's almost like there could be some situation in the future where you'll be prepared and suited and dressed for something very elegant. But as you look around, it's like, really? This is where we've been led? But I've been prepared for something so much more, so much more passionate, or so much more. I thought it would be something different. Like, it's almost like dressing up to go to a ball, but ending up at like Taco Bell for the dinner. It's something like that. And needing to actually come together with others and just kind of compare your notes, or compare just to make sure, that you're not just tripping. And so there could be some confusion about what it is that you're manifesting and what actually shows up, right? There could be some confusion about that in the future. This is talking about the fifth chakra. And this could also talk about sending messages out, to the universe. And those messages could be mixed messages that we're sending. Yeah. And this card could also talk about being triggered into old feelings. It is a lot of water energy I'm seeing in this picture. Old feelings and feeling a little bit discomforted, and things actually turning out to be a little bit more difficult than they have to be. And the future may in fact hold moments where you are thinking about, like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing, or where I'm supposed to be, right? Is this really real? There's some level of inner struggle, coming in the future. Challenges, some type of impatience or hassles that will present themselves. I'm sorry, totally different card. And so the Knight of Wands is what I was looking at. I don't know why I was reading the Five of Wands. So for someone that, I'm going to add that in because I don't think anything happens. There could be some issue around a misunderstanding in the future, some struggle, right, around where you're going and some of the obstacles around that. But now going back to the card that I should have been reading, it's the Knight of Wands. Confusion, right? There's some level of confusion in the future with the Five of Wands that's going to show itself. And there's going to be some confusion around expecting one thing, but waking up in the reality of something that looks totally different. So there may be a need to understand the energy that you're putting out with that, okay? Because sometimes it's a reflection of what we're putting out that we're getting back. So we may, in fact, be sending mixed messages. Now, coming back to the Knight of Wands, which is about an unanticipated offer, right? And so the Knight of Wands is the one that's carrying our messages to Spirit, to the universe, which actually announces some type of opportunity that will spin in our favor, right? It could be that dream coming true. It could, absolutely. And this message is being delivered soon. So you're going to receive some message in the future. Right now is a time to continue to imagine the delight as you stay connected with that desire, right? That desire has been translated to Spirit, and you may in fact be receiving some special message in regards to that here soon. There's something bigger than what you're expecting coming back, right? And you'll need to decide whether or not you're able to actually commit to this. Whatever this is going to be way bigger than you're anticipating. Some type of invitation or proposal is coming towards you. And you can feel this. This is connected to your intuition. I feel like I could be talking to a visionary who's very peaceful right now, or who has a very peaceful disposition. But there's some level of placing attention on your fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, and allowing the light to illuminate that as you communicate to the world. Because again, even going back to that fifth chakra, we mistake this card for the fifth chakra. There's some miscommunication, right? There may be some mixed messagings being sent out to the universe. And that may be why the manifestation has or will get a little bit mixed or distorted in some type of way, because there's something about the messaging here. There's something about mixed messages being sent. So now's the time to really be clear on what it is that you are sending out. That's part of that being grounded too, and understanding the power that you hold to bring things into existence and not allow that energy to leave you undirected, right? Now, the other card in the future is the Judgment. And the Judgment, as you can see, she's holding a wand and she's pointing it. She has wings, right? And there's like 3 witnesses here on the bottom underneath her. And she's very connected to her upper chakras, the third eye, the crown, right? She's very connected to the upper chakras. And the Judgment actually brings in the energy of summoning, the energy of feeling good, right? Using your discernment to actually feel in to the energy and what's coming, and, recognizing that everything has happened for a reason, even the failures, even looking in and not using good discernment or utilizing good judgment, right? It's understanding the power in that and the ability to actually benefit even from that, right? Now, this is tapping into the 7th chakra, right? The crown chakra. So our connection, right? We're talking about being able to connect and having clarity in that, not only for your good, but for the good of all, and honoring the things that we've been taught along the way, being able to look back at the lessons we learned in the past and really integrate them moving forward, because the next card after the Judgment is the World. That means we have reached the highest level of completion on this journey. Like there's a level of graduation here. This is the card that comes right before the World. And so this is like tying up all of those loose ends and looking back at everything we've been through before we step on stage to walk across the stage and receive our approval to be able to move to the next level, to walk through the next part of this ascended journey, right? And so we're in the energy of mastery here. This is coupled with the Knight of Wands, right? There's a level of mastery that we're reaching in the future that's going to allow us to operate with more precise expertise in discerning, using our own judgment by what we have experienced, what we've learned, what we've been taught, and being able to use that wisely. Now, this is coming from the planet of Saturn. It's Saturn retrograde energy, which means that going back and reviewing where we've come from, is very instrumental. Taking stock of choices we've made and how they've landed us where we are today. It also means positioning ourselves and preparing ourselves for anything that is to come, for anything that we have not seen yet, preparing for that. And taking a futuristic approach, not needing to get ready, but being ready for what we may need to be preparing for. And so it's preparing for the future. It's wisdom, it's improvement, acceptance, it's unity, right? It's actually stepping out of the place of the student and becoming the teacher in this situation. And when we talk about manifestations, that's what this is about. We're more than manifesting, right? But we're actually creating light for ourselves and for others, right? This is becoming the creator in essence, right? Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Now, the challenge coming in is the Knight of Coins. So there's something coming in as an offer. The Knights offer something, but it's coming in as a challenge. It's coming in as a challenge. And coins does talk about health. It could talk about wealth. It could talk about material goods. This card is talking about focused intention, okay, around any of those things. The Knight brings some type of information of material gain, right? And it really does suggest that while moving forward is underway, you can't really see it yet. So that may be the challenge, that again, we're moving forward and there's a message of moving forward, but it's like, but where? I don't see it. What are you talking about? Right? When you say that we've stepped into this new level, this upgrade, why does it feel like I'm still doing the same old stuff, right? And I don't feel like I've ascended, or I don't see anything around me that looks different. This is coming in as a challenge because many times when we talk about change, like it's almost like this morning when I got up and I looked out the window, I didn't see any rain, but my inner discernment was saying rain. And then about 5 minutes later, guess what? It's pouring down rain. But even before that, before the rain starts coming down, there's like a smell that we can smell that announces that rain is coming. Though we don't see any rain, the ground is dry as dirt, right? But we smell something and it's like, okay, it's about to rain, right? It's understanding that kind of energy and aligning ourselves with that energy. Even though the rain hasn't come down yet, there's just this higher knowing, or there's a message being sent through our senses. We could smell it, that there's rain coming, right? So someone is having a challenge with that, not being able to see the promise of what is to come. And so it's causing a little bit of focus to be thrown off. Because what you're receiving is what you're energetically asking for. And so understand that. Let me say that again. What you're receiving is what you're energetically asking for. And so the idea is to energetically posture yourself to receive and align your intentions. In order to do that, there's a need to stay grounded and not to be all over the place, right? Nothing more, nothing less, right? And so you can never become what you hate or you dislike because you are constantly rejecting that. Ooh, that's a word for somebody. You can never become what you hate or you dislike because you're constantly rejecting that. You have to be energetically aligned with something to become it. If you hate wealthy people, guess what? You'll never be one of them. If you hate people that have nice things, guess what? You'll never be one of those people. If you hate people that are able to discern and connect energetically instead of having to see it with their physical eye, guess what? You'll never be able to operate in that because you're sending out messages of rejection and of dislike for that. Does that make sense? And so there's a challenge here of needing to focus your intention and be skillful, right? And unwavering in this moment that's needed. It's mind over matter here. It's mind over matter. It's not what you're seeing. It's what you're believing that's true. And so here's the challenge here, okay? There is the offering coming in of a greater level of abundance, but the challenge around that is to ground and align. to ground and align. That's why we're talking about all those things. Yes, stability, aligning with the earth, grounding for support, opening our higher vision. We're talking about that. Yes, becoming attuned to the fertile ground within us. We're talking about that. Yes, forgiving self and others and awakening to the deeper opening of the heart. Yes, we are talking about that right now. Okay, that's needed. An intentional use of our energy and our focus is needed. And then we end up in the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is, I'm sorry, not Six of Cups, it's the Six of Coins. My bad. The Six of Coins. And as we look at the Six of Coins, we see financial reciprocity in the outcome. And in this card, we see hands reaching out. But the coins not only come from the indigo woman, but there's also unseen sources where these coins are coming from. There's a sense of non-attachment to the financial outcome as indicated, right? Look at that. There's an unknown source of just a flow of prosperity and abundance, financial abundance. Now, the sixth chakra is our sixth sense, okay? This is also our inheritance. So we're talking about family beliefs around inheritances, right? We're talking about ancestral history, indicating how we relate to money and things. And, so it's asking the question, what did we learn from our family as it pertains to money? What type of things did we learn? And would these be something that you would want to carry forward, or something that you would want to renew or set a new standard around, right? Because this is talking about personal rewards from unexpected sources, but it all stems from, yeah, you got it, from us. It stems from our belief. And so in the outcome, this is talking about analyzing, first of all, how we feel, what we're believing about this, because that's what we're pulling in. And then it talks about this reciprocation in that way, okay? Resources, knowledge, power, even work, employment, receiving. It talks about this energy of connecting with humanity and karma. The Six of Pentacles is getting back what you have given. Yeah. And so it's noticing the energy that you feel around money. Yeah. And how you could actually trust that this energy also is the leading to the next experience. And so there's a need to focus on how we're connecting with money, because I feel like for someone there's a promise coming in of more stability, more resources, more reception of things, right? And there's a need to tap into that, to understand that, to master that energy. And it has a lot to do with being grounded, being open and tuned in to the inner flow that's fueling that which is coming towards us, and to release anything that would stop that flow. Okay, that's what this is all about. The inner process of being rewarded, of receiving, what Spirit wants so eagerly to give. And this could be in line with what you've asked for. Spirit is giving you the recipe here. Okay, very simple, yet very profound if you read into it. And that Five of Wands is a little something extra. I feel like Spirit threw in there a little something to take in. If that resonates, take it. If it does not, then just leave it. But I'm not going to take that out of the message because I think it's for someone specific. So this is our message for today. It ends up being a very beautiful reciprocal energy where resources and abundance is flowing in from all kinds of sources, even unseen sources, right? Beautiful, beautiful energy. I love it. I received that today. So thank you for stopping by. It has been Blood Moon Oracle. Make sure you like, share, comment. If you are not subscribed yet, please hit that button. Hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I go live or post new content. I appreciate you all that come by and watch. Get your tea out and enjoy this day. We have started off to a beautiful, beautiful day full of rain. And rain means abundance. And so, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you so much for stopping by. It has been Blood Moon Oracle tapping into our chakras this morning. Spirit has a beautiful message for you. If you like this video, I'm going to post another one right here. Take a look at this one. Maybe you'll like this one as well. Like, share, comment again if you feel led to do so. Until next time, it has been Letty. All right, bye.